This is Australia, the island, clip 6. We left for you with the weaver ant's nest in clip 5 of the island. Just to recheck that, you can go back. Okay, what we have today is we have Steph, the captain of the Fly, and he was doing his duty going around and swatting as many of the marsh flies as he could. They were a real pest on this trip. We've never ever struck them in all the 7-8 years that we've been coming up to this island, and Steph was doing a good job. So just don't forget, when you come to this island, better bring something with you to swat flies. These I thought you might be interested in. You should not worry about these. These are an area that's got an ant trap. All those are little ant traps, and they're like a small creature in the bottom of there with a powerful set of jaws throws this sand out in a cone. When the ant gets inside there, falls in there, it keeps falling over and rolling back down until the little creature in the bottom of these grabs a hold of him, takes him down and eats him. And they've capitalized on the table and chairs area where people might spill things so that the ants will come into the area. Very very clever little guys. So that's the ant traps. They're all over Australia, everywhere. This was just another day, and as you can see, the atmosphere changed once again. We didn't do too much on this day, apart from sit around and breathe in a whole lot of fresh air. A lot of it was relaxing, and a lot of boats seemed to be heading for the harbour on this day. In particular, I got one. We would have thought it was the Black Pearl with Johnny Depp on board, and it's a beautiful looking boat, this one, but there it is. I managed to take some photographs up close, but I'm not inserted them here. Of course, later Dee decided she was going to take a dip, and could hardly keep her out of the water. She loved it. Our little mermaid. Splash. What a beautiful scene. I put a bit of this in because this gives you an indication of some of the transport in the area. These are called water taxis, and they've been there as long as I can remember. And they keep traipsing around from one island to another, at a fee of course, and they do a great job. They move thousands of people each year, and it's a reasonable price trip around from island to island. People use them to go from one accommodation to another accommodation. You see the boat's got a bit of a rock on this day. I was even having trouble holding the camera still, and for those who are observant, you'll see quite a few cuts in this piece of video. But anyway, just to give you an idea about the transport. The next day was calm, again, completely different atmosphere, and our visitors who came on an earlier boat, as you saw them leaving the boat, people from Edinburgh, they decided they'd take a dip. They're wearing stinger suits. You can hire them or you can buy them in the area. Sometimes it's wise, sometimes it's not so wise to be wearing these things. I personally don't use them, but that's my choice. For those who any worries about being stung by irukandji or box jellyfish or any other creature that's in that area, with it being a reef area, they're probably well worth it. I've been stung once by irukandji and I survived okay, and so did the wife. About as small as a small fingernail, and they can be very potent. You're lucky to be able to have the phone tower within reach of this particular section of the island. As for the rest, don't know. Well, the next clip is the island 7, and that's Australia, the island. Okay guys, have a nice time.